Hello everybody! Welcome back to another stream. Welcome one, welcome all. Pleasure to have each and every one of you back with us again today. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well, enjoying your day, and taking care of yourselves. I'm somewhat recovered. I certainly sound better than I did on Tuesday, but we're back. We're doing a little bit more streaming. I hope everybody is excited for it. You know, I certainly am back in a space. Glorious, wonderful, all-consuming space. What more could you want, really, you know? In the Kerbal Space Program. At everyone. Oh, we be building... I guess we doing rockets now. Why not? That's one of the self-promotion taglines of all time. That's for sure. Ay. Hello, Cock. Welcome in. Congrats on being first. How are you today, my friend? Oh, jeez. I have been busy and I was up late last night, so if I'm a little out of it, it's because the illness has not yet passed, and though I feel a little bit better, as you can probably tell in the voice, it's still doing me in a little bit. It's certainly strained, so we will see how I fare in the long run over the whole of creation or whatever. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god. It's disgusting. Horrible. You're doing great? You feel less sick than I do? Hey, you don't know that. Maybe I don't feel that sick and I just sound horrible. It's not true. I am very ill, but... You're hoping some fun antics to tune until you're back to go back to an unspecified college. Good luck at unspecified college. I've heard they have a really tough recruitment program. A real, like, difficult place to get into. So congrats on doing that. I just know that the course of study at unspecified college is really strenuous. It's important to make sure that you get, you know, all your ducks in a row. You're staying on top of things. No extraneous extractions. Extractions, extraneous distractions. Like, you gotta lock in. You gotta really focus if you're going to unspecified college, okay? University of Unspecificity. Competitive. It's your last semester. Indeed, you have mentioned before. It's very cool. I'm very happy for you. It is also my last semester at my, I suppose, equally unspecified college. So, I'm going to be very pleased when that's over. I am sick of being at school. I'm sick of being sick. And I would like to be working and making money. God, I hate being broke. It is the worst. I would like to have a source of income. You gotta do some extractions in the resource lab. It's the research lab? Hey, I've got a job position that's just recently opened up for laboratory work of a certain kind. What's up, little gamer? Will you be interested in trying out my ballistic missile? I mean, if you can tell me how to make a ballistic missile, sure. But, that's not a euphemism for anything. I didn't think it was, I'll be honest. It would have been a heck of a euphemism, though. Getting your extractions done in the research lab? I mean, riddle me this, little gamer. Isn't basically every single ship you make in Kerbal Space Program a ballistic missile? Because definitionally, a ballistic missile is simply a missile that operates under ballistic trajectories. It's one that utilizes gravity as part of its descent operation and targeting. And that's how all rockets work. All rockets are ballistic missiles. And You don't even specify that it's an intercontinental ballistic missile. So for all we know, it is in fact simply a, like, flea with a cone on top and a probe core with a Stay Putnik shoved inside. It's not even a real thing. It's decouplers and small cubes attached to a generic rocket. Interesting. What, with the, like, decouplers, the ejection force set up to maximum? Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, everybody. Pleasure to be back here with everyone. Excuse me. Oh, sniffles. Alright, let's get back to the game. When last we left off with Yin-Yang planetary research, we had 14 flights in progress, up to day 129. We have a flight en route to Duna, which is cool. It's a bad flight. We did not have an optimal what's it called? What is the thing called? Transfer window. We didn't have a good transfer window. So, yeah. I'm getting kind of close to a transfer window. No, I think the Duna transfer window is like up over here, right? Let's see. KSP transfer window map. Let me just open that back up. Oh. Hello, Delta V map as well. Why is it so small? Alright, there we go. That's a good map. Yeah, so optimal transfer windows from Kerbin. Duna should be about 45 degrees ahead of us, and is certainly not 45 degrees ahead of us at present. I am going to stop tracking this. Yeah. We can terminate it, which just does delete it from the game, which is funny. I gotta say, this one's not that close. I wonder if it's on a collision trajectory with us. Anyways, this one's going out in the middle of nowhere. We don't need to be looking at it. Stop tracking. Cool. Oh, cool. We're not tracking the asteroid, so we can't see its orbit, but we are able to see it. That's cool. This is also a Class F huge object. Class I gargantuan. Alright, you know what? This really close Class F. And we don't seem to be able to track it. Interesting. Is that Kerbin? It's definitely Kerbin. Hi, Kerbin! Oh my god. Hello. So with your ballistic missile, little gamer, how do you make it go where you want it to? I mean, how do you get that trajectory working? Rescue lander ship probe. That's right. This poor thing. This thing ran out of electric charge and has no way of getting it back. So that is lost in space. We'll probably need to terminate that as space junk eventually. But Rescue Lander 1 ship is in orbit around the Midmiss, and it's got our wonderful Valentina on it, who's ready to do a little bit of science. So that is what we are here for. It is nothing but a lander. It's a half-decent lander. It's not a great lander, but it's a lander, for sure. One of the landers of all time. Where the hell is Midmiss? Ah, there it is. So seeing we are above Midmiss, we need to come in for a landing. We are actually right at SPAAAACE, so throwing this shit into retrograde would not be a terrible idea. Whoops. God, it is so easy to land on Minmus. This shit busted. We just go hard retrograde from here. 48 meters per second of delta V. We are in. This would cut our velocity to basically 0. That's funny. Honestly, I think we can just wing it. Just live calculate our orbit. I think it'll be fine. We have 4 days until we hit SPAAACE for real? Start burn in 4 days. God, Minmus orbit's so slow. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're going 48 meters per second. Not exactly going quick. Okay, fascinating question. What if we just freaking radial end really hard? It would require us to go 3,000 meters per second so we could go directly into Minmus. Yeah, that would be, I think that's what the boys in the office call a mistake. God, it takes so little delta V to land on Minmus. I mean, if we go retrograde from here, get it to the point where our periapsis is gone. 30 meters per second. Land on that equatorial ice plane with this one. 35 meter per second burn. That seems reasonable to me. Alright, let's warp to the maneuver. Oh, shit! That's why it's 4 days from now. It's fine. Whatever. Alright, and let's throttle up. Bring down our periapsis. And we are good. 13 meters per second spent. 30 meters per second spent. We are going 13.5 meters per second, and we are on a completion course with Minmus. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, where shall we go and what to do next, everybody? What do we want to see happen while we're on Minmus, I guess is a great question here. I don't think we even have that much science we can do. We're kind of just doing this for the bit. If I look at our landing, 4 hours till we land? Okay. I am warping the wrong direction. I keep forgetting which way we're actually orbiting. We are going to land at night. That's bad. Uh-oh. Funnily enough, this is our landing reticle. Okay, well, let's warp here, I suppose. Yep, and Minmus rotates to Face us. What's happening? Okay. 9 minutes until suicide burn, which is shockingly close. Let's warp ahead a little bit more. A little bit more. Impact biome. I'd prefer it to be a landing biome, not an impact biome, but okay. I suppose it is what it is. If we turn on our lights, we are just bleeding electric charge to do that. Extend our legs. And cry. Because we're gonna land. Here. Warp ahead another minute. Depends on if you want collateral damage on how you control it. But you should try out the ballistic missile, it's fun. I don't know why you're very insistent about this, that we try your ballistic missile. It seems kind of pointless, I hate to say it. What do we get by sending this into orbit and then dropping it? Oh, we can do an EVA report now. Like, I don't want to disparage your design. I'm just curious about what we get out of doing it. The puppies, they're barking. Actually, the puppies are barking. I don't know why they're barking. Give me 1 minute, everybody. I gotta go check what that's about. I will be right back. I am back. Hello. My apologies. Yes, the puppies are loud. They might be loud again. There's children playing in the street, and one of the dogs doesn't like that. They would very much prefer if the dogs, if the children in the street were playing with them. You know, they're cutes. It causes a lot of damage to unwanted space objects. I suppose. Remember to toss a like in this intermission. Thank you, Cock. Very much appreciated. Alright, 1 minute 36 seconds till suicide burn. Let me clarify, if I can, what my confusion is about the ballistic missile. What am I going to destroy with it? I don't exactly have a what is it? I don't have a colony on any of the planets. Best I've got is the KSC itself, which, you know, I suppose it could be fun to try and blow up the KSC, but I don't have a particularly hatred of the KSC that needs to be taken care of. And as for space objects, wouldn't it just go and make a gazillion new space objects? Like, assuming it hit something, it would just make a ton more debris. Alright, 30 seconds till we need the suicide burn. We'll hold it on a hard retrograde. Oh my god, I forgot I took all of the legs off symmetry. That's right. Those are still symmetry. 15 seconds. And the pre would be going out of the Kerbal sphere of influence. It's fine. Interesting. Interesting argument, to be sure. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work to put together a whole mission whose entire purpose is just to blow something up, when I can, in fact, go to the KSC tracking center, tell it to terminate the mission, and it ceases to exist. What is that? Oh, first mid-miss landing. Be kind of funny to go and visit that back up again. Alright, we are bleeding off our Delta V, which is exactly what we want to see. Coming in hot-ish? Not too hot. Gonna do an electric charge. These things do not have alternators, so not great. Why did I briefly stop being on retrograde? What the fuck was that about? Ooh. Well, you do not have 1,000 meters to work with. That is concerning. I think because we switched over to a surface view. Okay, we are directly over this now, and cut. I'm gonna turn the lights on. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll start seeing the surface soon. You appear to be essentially straight up and down, so that's good. We are 1,000 meters in the air, so that kind of explains why we aren't gonna see anything with the lights. How fast do you get your ballistic missile machine going if it's gonna completely leave the Kerbal sphere of influence? Like, what is this design? What parts are you using to get it to go that fast? Guaranteed, while on an intercept course. Alright, 600 meters to go. And start the burn. Turn on the lights. Oh yeah, we can see the ground again. This is a terrible landing site. Oh god. This is a terrible landing site. Well, first things first, let's slow down a little bit more before we hit the ground. .6 meters per second. It's probably a little fast. This is so not going to be stable. Or is it? Huh. Okay. Hello, landing legs. Good work. I'm gonna turn the lights off. We're gonna drop a save. It works like a shotgun, only one of them has to hit. Point and click design. How do you get it up in orbit? Listen, I'm pretty stupid, alright? So you're gonna have to contend with making an idiot-proof lander. Is this thing gonna... Hold up. If I turn off SAS, are we gonna start falling? No. That does not appear to have been part of what was keeping us up. Alright, so we'll probably run out of electric charge before we get back to the light. Before we get back to the sun. But we are here. That's great. Good work, Val. Good work. Might have her get a surface sample, but for now, can we warp to sunrise? Okay, there we go. We slid a little bit, but the sun is in fact rising. Alright, Val, EVA, surface sample, keep it, board. Good work. Alright, looks like there might be something else down there, so we're gonna just try and lift up nice and slow. What are we doing? Can we pull up, please? Oh, fucking radial out. Hard retrograde. Oh, shit. Nice. What did we blow up? I have no idea what just blew up. One for the speed, one for adjustments. Interesting. So what, you get just blast out. When you say point and click design, ain't no way you mean literally you put a target from KSC, right? You're on the Kerbal Space Center. You would set the object as target, and then you just hit max engines. No way that's what you mean, right? Is that what you mean? Because that's fucked up if that is what you mean. That's like unethical, I think, to produce something like that. I'm gonna put it on SAS. If I go radial out. Yeah, okay. That gives us a much better overall thing. Why are we rotating? Wait a second. Ha! It's because we don't have any electric charge. I keep not actually letting that charge. That's what my issue is. I forgot why we were advancing to daytime. It's because we need fucking sunlight. Whoops. And sunrise. Alright, cool. And pop out, have Val take her surface sample. Board. We'll just drop down an extra save now. And yeah. We are unfortunately in a shadow. So until we start getting out of the shadow, there's not really anything I can do. The sun's coming this way. We are in a depression on a hillside behind the sun. We're one of the only areas in this section that's currently not receiving any sunlight. God darn it. How concerned about this lack of sunlight should I be? Probably not that much. Get us up out of the dark. Put us into the sunlight. Put us in the sunlight. Just blast us straight up. We're in the sun. We're in the sun. Let's go. Let's go. Huge. All right. I also want to adjust our target that way. So we can land in this basin. Yeah, kind of glad we popped out of that hole. Alright, throw us on retrograde. Where's our landing reticle? There. Okay. Hello, Pyro. Welcome in, welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. How are you doing, my friend? Taking care, I hope. Alright, is this still going to be lowlands, or are we going to enter a new biome here in a minute? Yes! Minmus Flats. Can I not do a crew report here? Lake beds seem relatively flat. Perhaps we could land here. That sure is the plan. Alright, start bleeding off our momentum. Good work, Val. Keep us on target. Keep us on target. Good work. Very nice. Very nice. Keep us pointed retrograde. And let's start killing that speed ever so slowly. Hopefully it'll push us onto a nice low-hanging alley. Doing pretty good. Snow has not been a problem today, and you're getting profile picture done for your new persona. Ooh. What do you mean your new persona? It's quite an interesting way of phrasing it, I suppose. Alright, 1.6, 1.5, and we're good. A little bit of a hard landing, but we did it. Nice. Crew report. Alright, keep that. Go EVA. Take that. Feeling like a bit of a superhero when you jump in low gravity. Sure. Take our surface sample. Let's take a taste surface sample. Nope, definitely not made of delicious dessert products. Dang. That's tragic. I'm so sorry, Val. Oh, you're a VTuber. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so we have our ScanSat map now. So we can look at our map of Minmus. We can switch it over to the biomes. And we can try and get a look at all of the different Minmus biomes. And take a look. Excuse me. So we have Highlands, Midlands, Lowlands, Flats, Great Flats, Greater Flats, Lesser Flats, Poles, and Slopes. Let's see. Can I see? Yeah, so this is Flats over here. Lowlands, Greater Flats, Great Flats. Okay. So that's Midlands, that's Highlands. Highlands, Midlands, Lowlands, Flats. Great Flats, Greater Flats. There's a Lesser Flats somewhere. Highlands. Lesser Flats are this kind of light blue? That's a Flats. Something kind of funny happened a night when you played with a buddy of mine. The Gargoyle was your first boss run. Ooch. Good luck with that. How'd that turn out? Midlands. Lowlands. That's still just the Flats. Ah, that's the Lesser Flats. Okay. Ah, these are all the lesser flats. The lesser flats are along that area. Interesting. There's a couple of anomalies on the surface that we should check out as well. He downs your buddy, you get him up. The gargoyle downs you, rinse repeat until you both died. Yeah, that's real. That is how it works. Okay. So, where are the slopes? No one's seen slopes. It's kind of dark green. Midlands, lots of midlands. Slopes. Ah, okay. So there's slopes over here. There's a little bit over here too, around these pits. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, day and night is going this way, but the Greater Flats is right over here, just over this hill. So I think we should try and go that way, I think. Yeah, that's the Greater Flats. So if we just hop over this hill, should be able to go and get it, as it were. Don't think Val needs to put a flag down here. I am going to save the game. And we're going to see... We need to head east, so... Let's start by just going straight up. And... turn this way. Push that up the slope. And cut that engine for now. Burn again. Cut that. We definitely don't nearly need to be going any higher, so... Burn straight this way. And... yeah, sure. Perfect. We're fighting the rotation, so we are going to lose a little bit there. But this should be just fine. Up we go. Whee! Val might even be able to do an EVA report down here on the way before we need to worry about throwing around a retrograde. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Oh, what? We don't want that actually. Oh. This is we're time warping. Pull up a little bit and burn this way just a hair. And that should be plenty. Perfect. Speed things up a bit. And on we go. Greater Flats. There we go. Guess we've done the in-space low over the Greater Flats already. But we definitely haven't landed. We did miss the timing for the suicide burn, technically. But I think we'll probably be okay, because that's usually an overestimate. Usually. Yeah, we're gaining. Should be okay. Should be okay. Should be just fine. Burn hard, Val. Burn hard. We're also coming down on, like, the flattest possible land. In terms of available ease of landing, not many places better than this. Okay. Down we go. Might be a hardish landing. Nah, we're good. All right, cool. All right. Val, EVA. Take that. Same as always. Take the data. Board the ship. Take our crew report. Perfect. Good work. Good. Alright. I don't really want to have her climb all the way down to where she can plant a flag, because if we do, that's going to invite problems in terms of getting back into the ship. So we're gonna avoid that. I should probably head back the way that we came. If we're being smart about this, we could hit up the hit the Great Flats, and then we could hit the Lesser Flats along the way. If we go straight west, lowlands, we do hit slopes. Pretty major slopes, actually. Maybe not. Zoom map. If we shift this to the left, zoom out a bit. Show me, not the orbit. Turn off the resource overlay. Turn. Orbit, map color, day-night terminator, map legend. This is the altitude map. I'm looking for biome map. There we go. Okay. So there's the flats. Highlands, slopes, midlands. Gotcha. Okay, so the slopes are these real narrow little skinny bits along the way. But we can head basically directly west. We'll see both highlands, midlands, and slopes along that path. Cool. What's up, It's Med B829 though. Why would she have a difficulty getting it back in the ship? I accidentally put this light too low, and so Val's giant helmet doesn't like getting into the ship from a standing angle. It does work if we tilt the ship to the side, but that introduces its own set of challenges. However, speaking of having its own set of challenges, that's north. That's west. Which direction is west from the ship? Trying to figure that out. I think that's due west. So if I was to retract that, we can sit like this, throw an SAS, and gun it, and gun it, Yes, that is in fact the right direction. So we just need to have enough velocity get up over these mountains, and we're good to go. Off we go. Anyone know what the Delta V to escape mid-miss is? I do need to have enough to actually get home. And let's cut for now. I'm going to re-extend our landing legs. And we need to tune our flight to end up over here. Yo, cool earthquake get, lol. Not sure what you mean by that, but I'll take it as a compliment. Alright. Hold stability there and burn. This is a little funny because it's basically a small shitty orbit now. I would probably want to, yeah, do a correction this way. Not a huge one, but just a bit. Hmm. 53.6 meters per second to get over there. It was either a sonic boom from a jet or a tiny earthquake. Oh, in terms of sound in my background. I see what you mean now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That was almost certainly a jet. We live near a military base, unfortunately. But I'm glad you enjoyed the sound. I personally hate it. Alright. We'll burn in 25 seconds. Flying, quote unquote. No, you. Oh, I see. Oh, fucking good luck. I hope it wasn't an earthquake. I mean, a sonic boom from a jet's not much better, but yeah, okay. 2, 1, burn. Probably won't do this whole burn. It's kind of getting me in a direction. That's probably good. All right. That is going to be a heck of a landing profile, I have to say. You're in LA, don't worry about it. Ah, yeah, all right. Maybe it was an earthquake then. That sounds about right. Cool. Not sure if I have enough Delta V to keep doing more of these little hops. It's not impossible, but probably don't want to push our luck too hard. Man, I am glad I did not try to wait until this was in the sunlight, because we have been far more productive just not doing that. Yeah, I'm going to throw us around the retrograde, though. Our poor solar panels are trying to keep up. Ooh. Oh god. Board. Hey, look at that. We are on our way where we want to be. This is a terrifyingly close buzz of these cliffs, I have to say, though. Alright. And once we are over this, show me I ain't in low moons anymore, baby. We're in the slopes. Burn, burn, burn hard. I probably should have started this burn way earlier. I don't know what I just blew up, but I blew up something. That's for sure. Is it a light? I think I blew up a light. Now that is what I call litho breaking. And that's good. We don't seem to have an accurate read on our vessel anymore because of this. That's terrifying. Yeah, one of our lights blew up. Well, I'll take it. In terms of things that can go wrong on landing, we didn't lose any solar panels. We didn't lose... I think we're fine. Parachutes are still intact. We've got a heat shield. Though admittedly the heat shield looks a little crooked right now. So that's mildly terrifying. We're also sliding. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, okay. Cool. What was save 96? How far back was that? Yeah, you know what? We're fine. We're fine. Let's take off again. Head up a little bit. And then head... going the wrong way. There we go. I want to head north. Not by much, but just a bit. I don't have an orbit line anymore. What the fuck? Does this game think that this ship was destroyed? What on earth is going on? It's intact enough, I guess. It's not happy about it, though, I'll tell you that. The Kraken decreed my death, and I have forsaken it. Why is it bouncy? Why is it bouncy? That's so messed up. That's not what the camera should be doing. This is concerning. Min-miss. 180 delta V, it looks like, maybe to get back. So maybe it's okay. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Min-miss is tiny. Yeah, somehow we scraped the ground and only blew off this light. We're just gonna bounce along until we get back to the slope biome. Hopefully this one's not too small. Whee! This is upsettingly effective, I have to say. Just for maintaining a nice slow, we're going this way experience. Which is admittedly what I wanted. I'm landed. No, I am not. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. That's why the game's freaking out. The game thinks I'm landed. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Game, I am most certainly not landed right now. I hate to break it to you. Oh no. This may be the single least efficient way to get where I'm going, but we'll get there. Boy howdy, we will get there. But like, is it even going to be accurately capable of understanding that I've landed in a new biome? Considering the game thinks I've landed somewhere else? Alright, we're nearly at the slope, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, that is for sure. We are now officially landed at Min-Miss's slopes. That is not true. That is eminently untrue. .3 and we are landed for real this time. Okay. EVA report. Surface sample. Take the data. Board. Take a grid report. Cool. Cool. We're good. We're sliding again. Let's drop a save. Zoom out. And that's Midlands, which we do also need to go to. So I think if we go... Midlands Highlands right there seems reasonable to me, even if we're currently sliding towards the edge of a very large cliff. Man, it is very unsloped out here, but we should be able to do the same sort of trick we did for launching last time and retract both of these. And launch. Oh god, we're still considered landed. Okay, that means we get no easy tricks towards getting ourselves where we want to go. That's probably fine. I am a pilot. I can make this work. That also means we get no orbit lines for the way back to Kerbin. I am realizing we might be in a bit of a pickle. I am not landed. Why am I unable to save? I wonder. Cannot warp faster than 1 time while moving over terrain. Okay. Well, you can do physical time warp at the very least. Okay, we're in orbit now, which I think means no, we can't save. I'm gonna go ahead and do us another burn to try and get us where we're going. I don't know why we're so conceptually bouncy. That's not good. It's very not good. Not good at all. Ooh, no. Give it another burn. I don't know, put it up to 50 meters per second. Speed us up a bit. And I think we're gonna have to restart and hope that fixes it. Because if it doesn't, I don't know what we're gonna do. New situation, landed it. I mean, if we're technically landed, I will take advantage. Looks like we're gonna miss that chunk of highlands if we're not careful. We are boogie woogieing in space right now. wonder if this is the mountaintop that's being considered highlands. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. Because this ridge line, presumably going over it, yeah, that's the slopes. And I bet that big flat top on the mountain, that's the highlands. Let's do a little burn in this way. See if we can't adjust this flight path a bit. Yeah, going quite fast. And if we overshoot this mountain, we are going to completely miss the highlands. Which we don't want. You know what? Throw us in retrograde. And once we are suitably high in comparison to this, we'll just try and kill our momentum next to it. We might actually end up going over highlands for a minute, and we could use our glitched landed state to get that science if we wanted to. Alright. Burn hard retrograde. Kill our momentum. Well, it's funny too because this is on orbit, so by burning hard our retrograde there, switch to, whatever, do a full flip. Whee! Burn up till our prograde is just about there. Kill it. Let's see where we end up. I am hoping, if I've done this even remotely correctly, can end up there. I'll throw this on retrograde because we're going to need to kill this momentum pretty hard once we're actually over it. Speed up time a bit to get where we are going. Alright, we are over the slopes. You know what? Massive waste of Delta V, I think, but I gotta start burning. I don't want to crash. Bleed off our speed and meters per second surface velocity in the wrong direction. Great. Good work, us. Time meters velocity in the right direction now. Awesome. Speed up a bit. this way. Finally, in the Highlands. EVA report, surface sample, take the data, board, crew report, great, and let's do that, throw us into retrograde, and burn hard. Very nice. Very nice. Follow the retrograde nicely. Okay. See about bleeding off that vertical velocity. And we'll come in for a landing. Because that is what we are here for. Landings. To prove that I can do it. We are dangerously low on fuel, so this will also be our last stop. Considering we came here from the moon, having rescued Val from being trapped there, I'll call this an extremely successful mission. Okay, this should be fine. Perfect. Landed. Sweet. Save. And let's... You know what? Honestly, just straight quit to the main menu. And then from the main menu, we can head somewhere else. Where is Delta V ration? Where is functional game ration? Thank you very much, Cock. I'm far more concerned about the fact that we aren't currently capable of having our ship be registered as in flight. Rescue lander 1 ship. Fly. I'm gonna like load in on this ship. It's going to explode. Okay. Nope, we're good. We're good. The physics easing bumped us up into in-space low. We're fine. The ship is no longer discombobulated. We're good. We have 761 meters per second of Delta V, which is not great. But I think that is enough for us to get back to Kerbin without it being too much of an issue. And it's funny. I think we would have missed our rendezvous with the probe. Anyways, okay. So, actually already 4,000 meters above sea level on Minmus. Trying to think about it, I am pretty sure the way to save a little bit of Delta V on getting back into orbit is to go west. We get less Delta V from Minmus, and therefore we save it on the return trip back down into Kerbin. So, I think we can just go ahead and, for a minute, burn hard up, and do that. Switch this way. Zoom in, and look. If I burn hard this direction. Yes, we're going the right way. Good. We're already burning up enough, we don't even need to worry about it. We'll pull down this way. And go for orbit. Apoapse is at 5,800, so we just keep doing these burns as we hit apoapsis to increase our efficiency even more. Because it's time for us to get Val home. 5,800. Burning. Fairy abscess is going up. Ooh, I could get an EVA report. We'll worry about that in a bit. I need to make sure we actually get this thing in orbit. Alright, 3,000 is probably high enough. I don't think that will intersect any land. Oh no, it totally does still. Alright. Bring that up a little bit more. A little bit more. Alright, we are in orbit around Minmus now. Wonderful. If I open our ScanSat map. Ooh. I think we'll pass over a couple of biomes we haven't been to yet. So, that's cool. Gonna have to be prepared, I think, for quick EVAing to make it happen. But, before we worry about going back to Kerbin too much, we should, do that. Try and get what little bit of science we can out of this trip. Since we don't have any actual scientific equipment, we're going just based on Val going place, doing thing. That is our scientific method right now. Also known as girl power, you know? The power of women in STEM. That's what's powering our space program. We are going to be running into orbital darkness soon. So, you know, that's the whole other issue. We can probably go ahead and retract our, nope. Speak of the devil. Board up. Ooh. Start us spinning, eh, Val? Bold move. You can pull in our landing legs. Do we have a EVA report over the slopes? Val, if you fall off, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, we do, I guess. Cool. Good work. Alright, we'll be going over the flats here soon. Hello, Day-Night Terminator. Not a very concrete Terminator, I have to say. I suppose that makes sense, though. Minmus's day length, I think, is governed much more by its orbit around Kerbin than it is by its own rotation, so that would explain a kind of weird Day-Night Terminator. I guess we're just on the twilight section of it. Okay. We are going over the Great Flats now. Fresh EVA available. Pop. Boop. Back in. Good stuff. Let's speed up our time warp a bit. Ooh. It's a little faster than I would have liked. What's that, Midlands? Ooh, we do pass over the lesser flats briefly. Very briefly. So we'll have to be right on the money with that one, as it were. But should be able to just go ahead and speed up. What is using our power? Oh, because there's a probe core still on this. Huh. I suppose that makes sense. You. Not that one. Where is this probe core? You. Hibernate. There we go. Now we're not randomly draining electric charge when we don't need to be. Let's speed up. Watch there be like an unexpected mountain that I didn't see on our orbit. Oh. There we go. Gotta be ready when we actually reach the flats. Don't want to miss them. I wonder if we're still spinning. Oh no, we're not, because we time warped. Time warp gets rid of that. You made a new missile, more projectile, proper something or other. Boop. Keep. Board. Proper space shotgun now. Let's go. Well done. Nice to see. Alright, are we going to pass over anything else interesting biome-wise? A lot more midlands. A couple more slopes. Big area of the lowlands. We do pass over a highland, so we should be prepared to get our EVA for that. And we are coming around the planet. She'll be coming around the planet when she comes. She'll be coming around the planet when she comes. Ty, found it. Hello? Do your EVA, buddy. Boop. Board. Cool. So this is the mountain that we actually had to specifically extend our periapsis to avoid. That's kind of fun. Or, no, actually, I think this one is. I think this is the biggest mountain. Maybe even the biggest mountain on Minmus, which is cool. And I think that's all the biomes we're actually going to pass over. I know we didn't do anything with the poles, but, you know, those are a little out of the way in terms of Delta V availability. Alright, and we are nearing the periapsis. So, from periapsis, we're going to want to go ahead and burn prograde. And align our apoapsis with just leaving so we can see there's a whole suite of possible escape trajectories here, and we want the one that will give us the lowest Kerbin periapsis. Where the hell did I just set that maneuver node? Okay, I'm gonna be careful because can't see it. I'm going to pin the Kerbin periapsis. Oh god, and now I fucked up the amount. Shit. Okay. Minmus periapsis. Add. Burn. Burn. Most efficient possible burn. Please. Alright. So that puts us there. And with the suite of available escape trajectories, 3.8, 40, 37. Alright, 37.3 meters, million meters. Not the greatest, not the worst. And we can fly there, then we can burn our periapsis down from there, and it'll be great. Cool. Are we in the sun again? Ah, we are. Perfect. We can throw on SAS, put it on the maneuver node. And let's warp to the maneuver. Schwam. You're testing the shotgun now? Sick. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gun it. I'll say maneuver complete there, maybe? Maybe not. There we go, maneuver complete. I can keep burning it down from here, but it's probably more efficient to wait until we hit actual carbon apoapsis. Or no, wait. We'll be all the way over here, won't we? I mean, what's another loop around? How much delta V do you think that'll take? Let's just say we're approximately... I mean, actually, no, yeah, we're approximately like here on our orbit. How much delta V does that take to burn the periapsis down to 0? Or at least below 70. Oh, totally possible. Okay, cool. Lock that shit on prograde and show me our periapsis. Burn. No reason to wait for optimality. All of this fuel goes to waste if we don't use it anyway. So, let's just bump it. I think we're running into a position where our burn is getting less and less efficient. So I think we are at the point where I'm gonna just let us wait until we escape mid-sphere of influence. Alright, cool. Good stuff. Let's warp ahead. Bye, Min-Miss. Don't think there's any other science we're going to be doing anytime soon. Miss escape in 14 minutes, that's fine. Let's speed up just a bit. Four, 3, 2, 1. And get us back on our suborbital trajectory. Well, I mean, highly elliptical orbital trajectory, I guess. Hey guys, what are you all doing? Welcome in Guggen22274. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you with us. How you doing today? We have just finished a rather extravagant mission that we just did, where we had previously stranded one of our Kerbals on the moon. And so we sent a rocket with a major satellite installation to the moon, where we put the satellite into orbit, sent down a lander that we had packaged with the satellite to the moon, rescued our Kerbal, and realized we had so much delta V left in this thing, because we were able to siphon it off the remains of the mothership, to then send her to Min-Miss on a second trip, where she got us a ton of extra science, and now we're sending her home. So that is what we are doing. Alright. From apoapsis, we just burn down the periapsis. Nice. 64.8 meters per second. Easy peasy. Are we actually heading in that direction? Yes, we are. Okay. Cool. Time 4 days, 16 days. Yep. Let us warp up to apoapsis. And throw this on retrograde. Excuse me. Ah, call you George. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Welcome in. Min-Miss landing done? Min-Miss landing indeed. You're planning for a ship for an Eve flyby mission. Very fun, very fun. Let me know how that goes. Eve is pretty well outside our radar. We haven't even landed on Duna yet. So, you know, we're getting there, though. We're getting there. Should I go in low enough for an aero brake? Probably. 3 million. What the fuck was that? Well, we no longer have a periapsis, so I'm assuming we are on a collision course? Something's happening there. Who knows what it actually is. Alright, cool. Wow. Let's bring her home. Tomorrow, different time zone there? Ah, how do you know that? For all you know, I'm playing this at 2 in the morning. Alright. Just for safety's sake, we'll throw down a quick save 100. And, let's warp to... Well, let's go to lunar orbit, basically. Nine-day orbital trajectory. We got 68 days before our Duna transfer begins. What is this? Oh, that was one of the asteroids I started tracking, wasn't it? Probe's coming into comms range. There we go. Alright. I like seeing the network, it's a little much. Scanner probe Mark 2D whatever is on its way. So that's good, that's cool. Ah, you're also watching you at 2 a.m. Exactly 2 a.m. You are correct. It is a different time zone. I'm actually playing them 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best time. Yeah. What sort of equipment are you bringing for your Eve flyby, may I ask? All right, let's drop into a lower orbit. 4 hours. We are picking up a lot of speed. That's fair and fun. Huh. Where are we landing? Highlands. Scary. I could probably adjust the landing sound pretty substantively with some retrograde burns here. I would like a splash zone, if possible. Pricing retrograde, right? Grasslands. Shifting to trajectory for the landing this way, which is kind of just cutting it across a continent. I mean, look, I got 312 meters per second to burn. Might as well. Highlands, grasslands. Grasslands isn't terrible. That's more time to land in the air. I like how it's calculating orbital dynamics on the top. No, please don't let me stop in the mountains. Keep going, keep going. Keep the burn going. Keep moving this. Highlands. We're still in Highlands. Come on, keep moving us. It looks like it's moving us pretty substantive. Grasslands is the estimate. And I would say we're officially out of fuel, but we are fully out of fuel, so I guess we're landing in the grasslands. Alright, cool. Well, that means this whole descent stage is trash now. We don't actually need it. Should I do a vessel separation? Is there a reason not to? Technically, I think we will gain less speed on re-entry if we separate now. So, I'm gonna save it. We're gonna... There we go. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, Val, you're on your own. Bye, ship. Pacific Standard Time, the best time. Incorrect, little gamer. I appreciate you joshing for the California, but where am I? Like, which country? I'd like you to take a stab at which country I'm in Eastern Standard Time. There's one that's statistically the correct guess. Should have my own network of satellites. Every KSP player loves a splashdown. Well, they're objectively the easiest ones to handle, you know? Other landings get a little hairy, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, let's warp down just a bit. Alright, we are coming back around. It looks like we actually... The projected landing is overshooting quite a lot when it comes to where the... I don't know. You know, based on aero drag, we might even end up in the water. It's like not impossible that we get into the water. Shoutout trajectories showing us gaining altitude here? I'm sorry? Not sure how that one's gonna work. West Coast, Best Coast. Okay, fine. What state? Now you're getting personal. What you know how big a state is? Like, it's like the size of a country in Europe. Oh, what if you find out where I am? We're from Virginia. That's where we're based. Okay. What's our altitude? Still 300,000 meters up. Rescue lander, 1 ship probe. Alright, Val. Let's get you down. Meow. 100,000 meters. 80,000, 79. Alright, atmospheric impact incoming. .3,000 meters per second, by the way. And we are going fast. Okay. Alrighty, we have done it. Now the real play would be to land in one of these lakes. Yes! Deflect! 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 Fun fact, the heat shield has a lift force, which you can use to adjust landing zones. Alright, I am going to deploy the chute. Deploy the other chute. Alright, we're good. Come down with a splashdown even. Just in case. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. technically still in the grasslands, though. Interesting to see how that will shake out in the long run. Virginia? Are you kidding? Uncivilized barbarian? My king directly going from Kerbin to Midness? Well, that's dangerous. Better if you have had a periapis of at least 20,000 meters. Hey, we lived, didn't we? I honestly have no idea how fast you have to be going before orbital re-entry heating becomes untenably hot. Like, you're slamming in the atmosphere so fast it doesn't matter anymore. But we're good. We're good. I think we'll be okay with 7 meters per second. If not, we're gonna have a whole other issue on our hands. Well, there is a low chance of survival with that direct shot at Kerbin. You have 120 projectiles on this? Oh, Lord. There we go. And that, my friends, is why we went for the splashdown. Because water absorbs the impact that we might not otherwise have. Oh, hey. I've got a bunch of stuff I haven't done here. You collect a sample of the surface. I'm pretty sure the sample of the surface is water. Ah, scheiße. Forgot to take our data. I need you the board. I need you the board. There we go. Crew report. Yoink. Cool. Da-da-da. Drum roll, please, people. Recover vessel. Next time, be careful. Unlike Interstellar, you can swim up to 4,000 meters per second. Okay, cool. Good to know. We definitely were pushing the edge of what was allowable on that one. Whoo! Ho-ho! Holy smokes! Valentina with the 1300 science recovery? Let us frickin' go. Girl, you made the most of your time stuck on the moon. Holy shit. Holy shit indeed. That is impressive. Alright, so as you can see, this is what our current world looks like. Where's the Class I Gargantuan? Let's track this thing. It's on its own orbit, though it is going to have a Kerbin encounter in 103 days. Let's set an alarm for that. Gargantuar encounter. So we'll check on that when that happens. We got 60 days until we need to get our scanner probe on its path to Duna. Unlike Interstellar, there's some time for caution. My god, hell yeah. Indeed, indeed. Alright, so we've got our first ever orbital relay probe. It's still chilling up there. That's fine. The good old monument of hubris, where we crash landed on the moon. Which is, of course, correspondent with the Northwest Research Crater installation, which is presumably still doing something for us. Lunar Relay Beta is chilling. It is a standard orbital relay. In addition, we have a high or a circularized polar orbit around the moon. And all of these are complemented by our scanner probes. We have this first ever scanner probe that we set up, Scanner Probe Markle 1.5, which... what mods are we playing with? Not too huge of a map. We've got Restock Plus, the classics. ScanSat, obviously. We've got both of the DLCs, Breaking Down and Making History. We've got a bunch of visual enhancement mods, and as you can see, a whole bunch of quality of life things. Manually installed a bunch of the science mods just because I don't know when they are, and the science mods help me make sure that I actually know what I'm doing with them. Rescue one ship probe is on an escape trajectory out of carbon. No, it's not. What are you talking about? I mean, it might encounter the moon enough times that it goes on a escape trajectory, but this thing has no power on it and no way to ever revive it. I am just gonna go ahead and I think get rid of it completely. I think we just don't need this debris flying around. I like how we're all nerds here. Well, of course, it's part of what has to be done. It's such a waste. 4,770 meters per second of delta V sitting in this thing. I can't do shit with it. All because there's no electric charge, and I can't turn on this to charge the tiny, tiny little battery in the probe core that it has. Oh well. It is what it is. Back to the tracking station. Let's get rid of it. The missile has an insane circle of detonation. Nice. Nice. Alright. Destroy the missile killing all great. Sure you want to continue? Yes. And I want to terminate these. I just don't want them being tracked. Like, they're part of the Northwest Research Crater. That's what they're there for. Because I know terminating it completely gets rid of things, and I don't want to completely get rid of them. I want them there. Like, we go and take a look over at our research crater. They are the things that illuminate the scene. If we don't have them, you can't see it. Are they mostly cosmetic? Yes. But look! It's nighttime, and so the work lights are what let you see. It's cool. I like them being here. Why is this not giving me science, by the way? Science completed 0, science ferments emitted 0. Experiments connected 1. This has completed all of its available science. And it's disabled. Why is this one enabled, connected, doing everything, but it's just not done anything? This has power, like that's ready to go. Experiments connected 1 is presumably this one. It's got comms. It's got 5 power available for the 3 it actually needs. Any idea what's up with this? Let's go buy some science stuff like we're divas in the Gucci store. You know, you are right about that. We should absolutely spend all of that science that we've just obtained. Wish I knew what the issue was with that. Who can say, though? Who can say? So we've been to the moon. We've been to Minmus. We have not ever put a satellite into KO stationary orbit, which that could be cool. That could be fun. Let's see. Advanced electrics is fun. You get the Gargantuar panels. Drone cores, expensive ass communicatron, and advanced relay antennas, which might be nice for deep space. Playing with children's pinball toy and asked themselves how this become more awesome when engineers tried pointing at a small rocket engine. So the team immediately got to work using generating electricity. The monopropellant APU is born. Ha! Burn your monopropellant, make electric charge. Interesting. Of course, experimental electrics. You want the good old thermoelectric generators. Can you test out my missile? Sure, why not? I don't know what we're gonna test it on. I also have no idea how I'm gonna get it, but I'll test it, sure. And I don't know, slam it directly into Elu. Can I use it to bomb dress? That's all I need to know. Can I use it to bomb dress? No one likes dress. Basically doesn't exist. We all hate dress. Can I do it to destroy dress? Could get the remote guidance unit. I believe this thing gives. Yeah, maneuver, hold, tracking. As well as the HECS too. Ooh, we could pop ion propulsion though. Ooh. I have no idea what I'm going to do with an ion engine, but I kind of want one. Science Tech does have some good stuff. It's got the ore processing, as well as the negative gravioli detector. The ionic grapher requires no atmosphere. Normally in the business of building doesn't emit tons of ions. ISPs instead turn their hands to this nifty little gadget that helps them detect them. So does it give the devotion to the expansion of our universe, or does it have something to do with the special free filters they built in to help screen out radio signals from nearby ion generating devices? Note, please let trained scientists deploy for best results. Needs a deployed power unit and central station to operate. Okay. As well as the large scanning arm. This is probably worth it. Get additional science, more experiments, always good. Give me a few minutes to do one last thing, and with extra boosters, yes, fascinating. When I started playing this game this year, I truly realized I am better at this game than I thought. Oh, yeah, really? What makes you say that? Scan, been there, done that. A small scan device contains a paths of accents done. Quickly hone in on interesting features located nearby. Ah, yes. This and the Rovemate core. Might be nice to get the rover. Hmm. 10-meter heat shield. What the hell? Why would you need that? Advanced grabbing unit. Could be interesting for asteroid harvesting. Big tanks. The atomic rocket engines would be interesting. It's also super heavy rocketry, which we might want. We do enjoy our large volume containment. You also get those high performance fuel systems, which could be nice. Advanced metalworks could be good. We did integrate the module girder segment into our scan set. Composites, I don't really feel a strong aptitude for. I'm feeling field science, so we can get rovers, because having a rover would be nice. Advanced science technology. Scan RX hyperspectral resource mapper. High-tech resource imagery that captures hundreds of channels of data about useful resource distributions from higher orbits. This is a small amount of power and functions only in lit situations. Resource high-res. Narrowband scanner, studio for storing potential landing sites. Scanner provides detailed information about the player moving the orbits. The scan is limited spot direct to the scanner. Scans enhanced while landed on ground. Splashdown, standing eye to launch. Scan mode's resources. Scanning mode surface. Scanning resource ore. Okay, don't really see why I would want that one. Oh, it doesn't require daylight. That's why. That's why. I don't think we need those holding tanks. Advanced science. Advanced unmanned tech would be nice. I don't really need automation. Specialized electrics is also kind of not necessary. I apologize for my language, but fuck Draz. You're real good at building good ships that don't look crappy and then driving them. Fair enough, fair enough. That's real, that's real. I've had some real issues that we had to deal with being in a oh, excuse me. With landing on the moon, but after that, we got it sorted pretty well, I like to think. Yeah, alright. We're gonna pop advanced science technology first to get the research gravioli. We're gonna get not heavy landing. No, we already got field science, that's right. I don't think we need advanced motors. Nah, probably not. I've got enough for ion propulsion and advanced unmanned tech, actually. Do these give the enhanced antennas, though? Where are the advanced antenna? Oh, shit, they're in automation. Ha 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 ha. 158 gigabytes. Yep. Packet size 2 mits. Bandwidth 20 mits. Requires 200 electric charge per second when. Jesus. Rated for 1 kilopascal pressure. RA100 relay antenna. Yeah, so this one can do the same as the gigamits, but it's a relay antenna. Those would be helpful if we want to put out ion drives, you know? And we haven't really had a Delta V problem. So I'm thinking advanced unmanned technology so we can get probe cores that can do automated things. Also, we actually don't have enough for 2. My bad. Okay, cool. Well, glad we didn't push that. Large probes, classified reconnaissance imager. Moho planetary observer. Let's get the high-powered electrics, I think. Alright, that seems like a good set of things to have spent money on. Your confidence in playing this game has gone so high, I feel like it would be Matt Lone levels of good in the game. That is a bold statement. That is a bold statement. I've only just recently heard of this Matt Lone figure, but he knows what he's doing. I'll say that. Alrighty. Let's see about making a rover. Probidyne Rovemate. Sturdy and robust housing for a probe battery system, no assembly required. Though intended as a body for service room, until our most daydreaming engineers, the possibilities endless. As a stability assist system, the remain likes reaction wheels, so brings away if you want to hold that attitude. Ah, that's fine. Put on the Rovemate core. And we'll go on a spot. Throw on command and control. And yes, just let's see. There we go. Sorry, I was looking to see if something. I need small inline reaction wheel, perhaps. Small radio gyroscope. Provides so little torque. advanced inline stabilizer. Ooh, don't need the big one. Medium reaction wheel assembly. Yeah, I think let's go the advanced inline stabilizer. Just throw it up on the top and sink it on into the center of it. There we go. Glorious start. Perfect. Check Discord. Wait, I don't have perms? Why don't you get perms? Ground control. So what kind of wheels we got here? So we got itty bitty kind of shite roller legs. Big ones with suspension, it looks like. Small ones. Okay. Well, for the one where it's a probe, I feel like we probably want these. There we go. Your personal favorite part in KSP is the scanning arm? Really? That is an interesting part to decide as your favorite. I don't necessarily think it's a bad choice. It's just it's an interesting one in my idea. Okay. I mean, for all intents and purposes, that should be a functional rover, should it not? That doesn't seem realistic. Let's pull this back like that. How stable do we think this thing will be? Hopefully fairly. Thermal, we don't probably need a thermal reactor. What's the biggest battery you got? 100,000, 2,500, 200, 450. I mean, it fits in line with the reaction wheel, so it actually doesn't look that odd to be there. Funnily enough. That'll give it a nice chunk of extra sort. Honestly, truly don't know why you love the part. I mean, I kind of get it. It's got a really nice set of animations to it. Yes. This is clearly what they intended to put on a rover, right? The Gigantor array? I don't think the Gigantor array was intended. What are these? Oh. Interesting potential one. What are these? Ah. Will this next flight be unmanned this time? We could do another unmanned flight. Could be interesting. Can these be... Nah, this can't be retracted. These can be retracted. This one can't be retracted. These can't be retracted. Obviously, these can't be retracted. One by 5. Oh, it's a retractable version of that one. I see, I see. Alright, watch these. These? Watch this. I've got an idea. Unky Drayden has an idea. Yeah, look at that. And then these can rotate around in there to face the sun. And then when you're all charged up, just troop, retract the solar panels, stick them back in, and you're good to go. Where are we landing? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what science we have to do, what we can get to. I don't think we have anything in an optimal transfer window currently, so it's a whole other issue. Alright. What should we name this thing? Let's call it Rove Buddy Mark 1. Save it. And let's launch from the actual runway. Just see where we can get to with this thing. See how difficult it is to control. Oh, he's so itty bitty. Whoa! Well, it's more than capable of some tricks. Rove Buddy, you're busting a move. Oh, it looks like we may have already broken a solar panel. Wait. Yeah. Well, that'll have to be something to moderate. Should it call it the Mark Rover? Like Mark Rover? I suppose that we could have. If I turn the brakes off completely. I don't know how wheels work in this game, if I'm being honest. Okay. If we toggle brakes on... If we toggle brakes on, it stops moving. No, don't reverse. No. Look at the VAB real quick. Give me just a minute. Swamp. Swamp. Does anybody know how wheels actually work? Because I don't know how these actually work. Oh my god. These are some oversized reaction wheels, that's for sure. How does a rover work? I truly have no idea how to make these wheels work. Because the motor's idle. Can enable, disable them. Check the VAB open vehicle, click Steam and sort by newest. We'll take care of that in a minute, gamer. The Morse code's throwing me for a loop, though, George. I'm not even remotely sure what you want me to do with that. I think you need to turn off the reaction wheels. The wheels might already be working. Okay. If we... alright. Reaction wheels only when SAS is on. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Alright. Let's go see about saying hello to the squad monolith. Now, are these gonna break off in the air resistance? I probably want at least one stable solar panel, like, on top of the thing, where it's always going to be able to be in the sunlight. And then we can just throw these on for auxiliary charging should it ever become necessary. I think that's the maneuver. I mean, the wheels seem to be going and working just fine. So I'm not too worried. And then Morse code translates to cute. No. Yeah. Rove Buddy's a cute little guy. He's just hanging out. And then, if we want to, you know, freeze it, we throw on the brakes. Come careening to a stop. And we can throw in SAS while we're at it to get us moving, to keep us from, like, spinning out. That would be cool. Why are these things top speed? Retract the solar panel. Brakes. SAS. Boink, boink. Hello, Squad Monolith. How you doing? Finally actually came over here. Now that I have access to a truly terrifying and esoteric piece of technology. Wheels. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright. VAB, huh? I don't need export. I need to open Steam newest. 120 projectile monster. 2 kilometer danger sphere at 10 kilometers altitude. Alright. I'll open it. Now, how do I open it? If you ever need to get and find an interactable surface feature, press Alt plus F12. I do know about that. We've used it a couple of times in the past. Now that we actually have the ScanSat techs, I would like to focus on utilizing them to do it instead, because they actually, ScanSat adds a thing where you can do it. Is it default? No, it's a spacecraft. Ah, hello. Contains locked or invalid parts. Unfortunately, I simply can't build it. Yeah. Either you've got something in here from a mod that I don't have, which I think is unlikely, or more likely you're using rocket parts that I just don't have access to. You got the Mammoth engine or something on there? Ignore that. You sure? Because this looks like it's missing a lot, but it was not loaded because it's missing the following parts. Capacitor 25. Yep. It don't work. It don't work. It's fine, trust. I trusted. Missing capacitor 25. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it don't work. What about the Kerbal 13.5? This one? What is this? Also has invalid parts. This one does load, though. This one does load. What in the hell am I looking at? What is this? Interesting fairing choice deployment. It has a Lunar Excursion module, command pod, service module, Is the thing open? Shroud off. What is in here? Fuel tank, bunch of batteries, monopropellants. It's so tall, I can't even see it all. Heat shield, command module. What is this? FL810 adapter and a clampetron docking point. What for the Junior? Interesting. Sweet booty cheeks, we can't destroy your ass. True. It's tragic. I mean, it's certainly one of the rockets of all time. Very large. Test your abomination. I'm not testing your abomination. This is just a normal rocket. Game, right? I'm not just gonna start opening other people's rockets and launching them. The ballistic missile, I was maybe willing to do that to blow up Dress, you know? I was willing to give that one a shot, but it's your rocket, dude. I think you need to fire it off yourself. This is about my journey back into Kerbal Space Program, years and years and years and years after having stopped playing. You know, say it's no fun if I just start launching other people's. He made a new missile removed with the modded part. Alright. That I'll be nice about. Is it the same one? Or... just open it again? Alright. Well, it doesn't seem to think that it exists. So that's interesting. There it goes. Alright, let's see. Nope, it still says it's missing the capacitor. I might need to reload, though. I see. I see. Yeah, let's see. If we pop over here, unsub from this, resub, pop it, VAB, 120 projectile monster, load. Still missing the capacitor. Yeah. I should install the one armory mod to spread atomic bombs on Dress. Certainly one of the options of all time there, George. Alright, 120 projectile monster. It does not want to let me open it directly on the launch pad. It still says it's missing the capacitor. Oh. Not only that, it just crashed the game. When I accidentally hit launch in the FDVAB, it just crashed the game. So that's a new one. I feel like all the nerds had some kind of trauma we just threw back to Draz. True. True. Wow. That's a shame. Let's load it back up. Let's get at least one. Draz was nuked in a way. True. 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 Yeah. These things happen. Listen. Maybe Gamer can't provide us a design to nuke Dress. But maybe I can get us a design to nuke Dress. consider it. Crowdsourced rocketry. All of us collectively working together to create the strongest possible rocket to blast into Dress and to rip it apart. I think we could make it happen. What do you say, people? What say you? And remember, we gotta do it cheap, though. You know, cheapest possible Dress nuker. Alright, let's hope that didn't corrupt my save or anything weird like that. Excuse me. I believe in you. Oh, Cock, you gotta participate. Cock, it's no fun if I'm the only one who's crowdsourcing the rocket. I might as well make my own mission. Like a Moho mission. Alright, we'll give it one more shot. Still can't load because we're missing capacitor 25. That's a shame. That's a shame. Alright, what do we do as a start for the Dress Nuker 5000? You've uploaded a new one? Alright, alright. We'll give it one more shot. If this one doesn't work, that'll be it. I am not currently seeing a new one. Am I a smoker? No, I'm just sick. Certainly sound like I'm smoking, but yeah. Doesn't show on my side? Yeah. It's a right shame. It's a right shame. But we can make our own Dress nuker. I don't need your Dress missile, little gamer. We'll make our own Dress nuker with blackjack and hookers. Start with a probe core? Alright, yeah. That's real. We gotta make it cheap, though. So, what kind of probe should we make that's cheap? Probe main's 800. That's a little much. We got the cube. That's 360. You want it to have full guidance capabilities. I mean, you're looking pretty expensive. The remote guidance unit, it's tiny. It does have full SAS though. For 1700. That's not bad. Dress is too powerful. We need something expensive. No. They'll never greenlight an expensive mission. It needs to be cheap. So we could get the RCXI-1 remote guidance unit as a start. This will be the core of our missile. Oh, look. The inside even kind of looks like a bomb. Sick. So we need to put as much mass into Dress as possible, right? So I think we need a proper payload. Wait, we're talking like a real payload here. And if we want to have a full payload, then we probably need these fuel tanks, this holding tank, swing raw material, possibly snacks. What do we fill this with? Yeah, so this is fillable ore, which is expensive, but is a reasonable core, I think. Use a ton of decouplers for massive dustification. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. Coming off the Oscars of the large fuel tank, golden statue not included. Interesting. Not sure why we care about these Oscar ones. Alright. Radial holding tank. The only holding tanks I have. Interesting. Okay. So this will be our core. 3 tons of mass delivered directly into dress. That's fine. Let's probe this probe up dress so hard that it okay. Interesting. We've taken a turn already. So, alright, so I've got an idea here. We've done this before on our actual, like, what's it called? Engines, on our satellites. And we use these alligator hinges to make something very cool. Well, we actually used the tiny hinge as opposed to the alligator hinge. So I'm thinking, put like 8 of these on, right? And put the angle limit to, yeah, we want -90. So we'll go 0 to -90 is our angle limiter on them. And this lets us do this. Set our traverse rate down to 5 degrees per second. Honestly, we can probably, there's not going to be anything delicate on these. We do these. We go structural. It's the longest thing I've got. Grip strips are pretty long, actually. So we take these octagonal struts. Destroy, destroy, destroy dress. Fear not. Alright, so we take the grip strip. And we just... Yeah. Alright, cool. So we integrate these like this. And actually, I'm going to take this. I'm going to rotate them around. Like so. Or maybe even, yeah, no. Rotate them around like this. And watch this. How heavy are these, by the way? 0.078 tons? I think that's fine. Alright, so what we can do is when we actually launch it, we launch it like this. And then, once we are actually in flight and in orbit, we don't need to worry about air, we put these back out. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And this will let us do some fucked up shit. So, coupling engines. What do we think are the best ones? Hydraulic detachment manifolds, maybe? Those have a pretty crazy ejection force. 450 is pretty high. Yeah. So we get the hydraulic detachment manifold out. Oh my god, these things are gigantic. These are actually absurd for how large they are. Maybe we don't need those. Maybe we just use regular ass radial decouplers. I don't know. Those are also quite large in comparison to these things. We could use the small ones. We just need a lot of detachable parts after all. We can squeeze in a hydraulic attachment on film. I think trying to put in more of these might be a mistake. Yeah, I think that's the wrong play. I think we're gonna want to slot in one like this. Just use these small ones, and it'll be fine. We will be able to make these do good work for us, I think. Take this, rotate this back this way. Okay, there we go. Cool. This shit went from mislaying the fucking unalive dress till you can't even recognize it anymore so fast. I had the same. Look. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion. Alright, pull this around. Very nice. I got a yap more. Fair. Real. Message retracted. Oh no, not the retracted message that will still be visible on stream. Alright, we gotta put another one of these on. Hi, buddy boy. Who my big man? Who's my big man? That's my dog. Please put that back on. Thank you. Alright. Slot that up. And put this on here. Spin this around. I think I got enough room on here for one more of these little decouplers. Shit. Alright. Give this one just one of those and one of those. Push back in like that. Perfect. Perfect. Look at this. Swoop, swoop, sweep, swoop, sweep, swoop, swoop. All right, so we're gonna be able to take this and just launch it. You thought I couldn't see that? Nah, YouTube shows me everything. Let's see. What do we put on these decouplers, do we think? Now, the funny thing to do would be to decouple the decouplers. You need to be in first place on the YT stream leaderboard. True. That is a true admiral goal that somehow everybody falls into. Everybody wants to be first on the leaderboard. Who could say why? Alright. So now, we're going to be able to decouple our decouplers directly into dress. The urge to max XP. I don't mind if I scream the N-word in most court. I would mind. More decouplers for twice as much book. Exactly. Exactly. DX. Spam. Spam in my chat. More likely than you might think. How many layers deep do you think we should make this? Yeah, that's probably enough. Just precariously stacked piles of explosives. Alright, so if I am correct in the way that I'm thinking about this, we should be able to take this, launch it, launch it hard, oops, put one too many on that one. But not only should we be able to launch these, if I am correct, we should be able to spread out the damage that we do. Yeah, I have vocal stims too. Well, of course, I've got ADHD. Pretty sure that's one of the symptoms. Alright, there we go. So, what we should be able to do with this, which is very, very silly, is spin it up super fast and then launch the decouplers. And by spinning it quickly and say having it at, I don't know, let's say this is the angle, we should be able to have each of these come off at a slightly different speed as we approach address, with this spinning really quickly, and each one will go off in a different direction and spread the damage out across the surface of dress. Thank God this 67 meme is not coming to 2026. All hail the great meme reset. Though knowers in their glory do in fact know. The letters in chat, they just spell EDD. I appreciate the contribution of Ed. You have ADHD too? George, welcome to the club. Everybody in this chat has ADHD. So much ADHD. We're talking ADHD like you can barely fathom. I think this might qualify as overkill. Oh, good God. Just to be sure, it's as symmetrical as possible. I think we could squeeze on another set. Placed and rotated by hand also enables sampling. I wait patiently for rice, bulgogi and rice. Interesting. I don't think ADHD was too rare, is it? We might just aggregate like cancer cells in a positive way. You would say about cancer in a positive way, Cog. You're always talking about cancer. Dinner, yay! Enjoy your dinner, Cog. When people make ADHD their whole personality real. True. Alright, so if we turn off snapping though on this, take this. And maybe we can't. Alright, maybe I'm too ambitious. That's fine. Slot this in. I'll take this. Slot it up. Get the whole thing in there. Okay, cool. Now that's what I like to call a device. Lightweight, high speed, deadly. Speaking of high speed, how are we going to make sure this goes very quick on the top stage? One absolutely ginormous engine. Fuel adapter full of everything. Gigantic nose cone full of additional fuel. This should be able to spin crazy fast. Do we have a Discord? Yes, we do. You can check in the description. Links down there available whenever you would like to join. Excuse me. Let's see. Actually, we don't need that. We're gonna have to put a fairing underneath this whole thing anyways. What kind of engine do we think we need to put on the end of this? Thrust rate 1.4. Where's the mainsail? Six! Oh! Oh! 3,000 meters per second delta V. With a 6 thrust to weight ratio. Actually, I guess we don't need a high thrust weight ratio. What we need is extremely high delta V. 5,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, 4,000. 4,000. 5,000. It's looking to me, as much as the skipper's nice. Is it the Kodiak? Poodle's got a 1.2 thrust to weight, 5,000 meters per second. I think there's one channel you'll never seen before we absolutely love called Melody's Beep. You are right. I have never heard of it before. What is that channel like? The Vernier engine. Isn't this thing like burn monopropeller or something? No, it doesn't. I don't know what I'm thinking. Little chunk of thuds. Ah, it's the puff. That's the one I'm thinking of. I'm feeling poodle. I like this one. That one looks cool. That looks space age. Alright, 5,000 meters per second means this thing can be going real fast when we get there. Which will be awesome. To make sure that it does what we need it to when it gets there. Slotting in some Gigantors does not seem like a mistake. Is that clipping gonna be a problem, do we think? Yeah, you know what? It doesn't need 4 of these. Let's put 1 at the top. That'll just extend out like that. And so long as this isn't pointing directly into the sun, or away from the sun, that should be able to catch enough light to keep it powered. It does need enough power to keep this up, so... I think maybe that should be plenty. 1,000 electric charge, Gigantor solar array. Seems reasonable to me. Needs more Delta V. How do you propose we add that additional Delta V? Suppose we could slot external tanks in like this. Those do work. Let's see, these Oscar liquid shield tanks also work. Only adds a couple 100 meters per second though. Even slot them in like that. I suppose we could asparagus stage them, but that seems like a lot of effort for a bit. Are these going to be able to actuate through those tanks? We can find out. Let's see what happens if we launch this. Can we actuate those beams and not have any issues? According to the Delta V map, I think it needs to be more. Am I just tripping? Oh, to get to dress? Oh, it needs to be so much more. We haven't even put a bottom stage on this thing yet. This thing is not anywhere close to launching. This is just the top stage. This is the weapon itself. yeah. Oh yeah, those work real good. Yeah, I think this might qualify as a weapon of mass destruction. What's up, Tops? Welcome back. Welcome, what on the stream is all play what you're playing tomorrow. Hello, I guess. Welcome in. Welcome in. Pleasure to have you back. So that worked fascinatingly well. Oh boy. We might even be able to destroy a dress this way. Revert to the VAB. You got any of these? This is Neuro Spicy Club. It's certainly a thing you could call us. Alright, let's take this. We'll put on some coupling. Put on the regular as real decouplers. Slot these in the same location that they were previously. To make sure they are actually facing outwards. Take this. Slot those in like so. Do you need them to actually be on those radial decouplers? There we go. Offset them as high as we can. We'll slot these on like that. Okay. Launch the abomination. It's not even close to ready yet. I click on the right freaking puzzle. Huh. Guess these swivels don't want to connect. That's weird. Huh. Guess these Oscar E liquid tanks are itty bitty. What the hell do you even put on those? Spark? Huh. Spark is unironically the right size for them. If I was going to asparagus stage these correctly, I would have had to remove them from symmetry. Damn. I don't want to deal with that. How long is this going to take? I'm designing a rocket to nuke dress from scratch. It's going to take a minute. Alright. Connect those. Connect those. And then take the external fuel duct. We'll put those like here to here. Yep, like that. Then we can show our fuel delivery over right? That's 10, that's negative 10. Perfect. So, it's not good asparagus staging, but it is a little bit better than that. So this fuel will all help feed into this, with a little bit of extra thrust from those sparks, and then when the time comes, it launches, and this goes off into the distance. Wonderful. Decoupling time. We need a bottom stage. Coupling number 1. I need a really big decoupler. 12 TD18, TD25. That's closer. Give it the best possible chance with a nice fairing. Pull the fairing up. Pull it directly into a cone. Is that a good fairing? No. Will it probably get the job done? Maybe. Slight issue that comes from burying your frickin' probe core in the bowels of the ship. Whoops. There we go. Because this thing needs a ton of delta V. Alright. And the rechargeable. One nice big rechargeable unit. Can I put this on top, please? Thank you. Nice. Okay. So, this now needs an ascent stage, and it needs a hell of an ascent stage. Let's go as many of these as I can put. And we'll toss a mainsail on that. Go to bicoupling, coupling, radial decoupler. Go. There. 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 And one more there. Okay. Now we go fuel tanks. And we're gonna repeat them. So we can't use that one because it's a little too big. Yeah. Rockamax is a little too big, so let's go for the FLTX 100. Wish these were taller, but those 800s aren't going to have nearly enough fuel for what we're doing, which is, what if we brute forced our way to dress? It's probably fine. Still off kilter. Shit. There we go. Put them in. Take it. There we go. Very nice. By the way, Melody Sheep is an awesome YouTube channel that makes awesome documentaries about space and stuff. Ah, cool, cool, cool. I just know this is invoking the cracking. Put in as much extra fuel as possible, and then can I give it a mainsail? Yeah. Well, it's gonna be floating anyways, might as well give the extra fuel tank. Mainsail. And then I guess we can ditch this. Go. Click there. Slot that in. Take that off. Alt click. Slot that in. Take that off. Come in here. Alt click. Slot that in. Oh boy. I may have made a mistake. Before I put those on, just give me as much clearance as you possibly can, game. Actually, not sure what I'm clicking on there. There we go. There we go. And now to you. Oh, that component's a little too overtuned. Before we do that, maybe those just stay, shall we say, tightly fitted. You know what X does right, or is this assembly required? I am not entirely sure what X does. No, I'm not. What's up, Stapes? Welcome in, first of all. Second of all, no, I don't know what X does, and what do you mean by is this assembly required? Alright. Take this. Press X. Hey, could you please tell me what it's gonna do? I don't really wanna lose what we're working on here. It feels like that would annoy me a little bit if that were to happen. Okay. Engine. What engines are these? Wait, these are engines? Oh, these have solid fuel oxidizer. Oh, are these separatrons built in? Oh, cool. Press X, trust you. It's literally a JSP mod that replaced the normal music with a melody sheep song. You seem quite interested in this melody sheep song, St. George. Those, ooh, no, those are like, those are super duper not supposed to be going off yet. Oh, X-cycle symmetry. I see. I see what you mean. Yes. God, you're being so esoteric. I thought you were trying to, like, Alt-F4 me, but even more esoterically. Might need some Separatrons. It looks like these are Separatrons, but we're gonna see. I know the boosters will add torque since they're now perfectly level. It's close enough for my close enough for government work. Anything that's a ring of 8. Let's let that up to number 4. Because those are not supposed to go off yet. Those are our weapons of mass destruction. Can't have the payload going off early. That would be immensely destructive. I think I may have put too many couplers on this thing. This is gonna lag the hell out of the game, isn't it? This is so bad. You're feeling tired. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. Got y'all's Discord. Good night. See you, George. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. Bye bye. Speaking of the devil, I actually do need to be heading out as well fairly soon. Unfortunately, I'll try and finish off the dress nuker before we go. Okay, looks like I've got all of the secondary coupling systems in their own place. So let's slot that up to the very toppest stage. Why are there suddenly more in there? Just randomly split them up. Now delete the stage. Is there a way to collapse the stage so that it's just not visible in view? Okay, we can sort this out. Probably going to manually stage them, honestly, rather than sort it out here. No, I'll sort it out here. More to manually stage them. Alright, this needs to go off with all the other engines. Alright, call that one first set, call that one next set, and call that one next set. Cool. Now these weird Separatron ones gotta match up who's launching who. So this set comes off, which means I need this set to go there. This set comes off next. So I need this set to go there. That's the main. Let's see. Let's go like that. number 4 are these ones. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. I've aligned incorrect. Oh, no, those are correct. It's this set that's incorrect. Are those all correct now? Those go off, those separate. These go off, those separate. These go off, those separate. These go off, those separate. That does look correct. Ay, ay, ay. Whew. Okay. This is so stupid. There's no way this works out well. Now I gotta stage the fuel lines on this. Alright, so the bottom set of these. Show me that fuel delivery overlay. And also, needs to flow this way. Okay. Fuel tanks, fuel duct. There. Easy as. 70-60. 60-50. Okay. And then this one needs to flow in to meet with the main tank. Perfect. Okay. Fuel overlay. This to this. Why is that one 7A? Uh-oh. Symmetried with. Okay. First set to go off are these. No. First set to go off are these. $70, $60, $50. Oh, I forgot to include $40 before I went in. My bad. Which means I gotta zoom back in here. Rip out this pipe. Take this. Like that. And then from 40, connect the pipe. There we go. And we'll have to do the same over here. I set up this asparagus stage quite poorly, I think. But hopefully the rocket stays balanced in flight. If not, all these things have gimbal, so could be worse, I suppose. 70, 60, 50, 40, and then from 40 to 20. Okay. I don't think this is a good rocket. I think this might actually be a terrible rocket. I'm gonna give this like maybe 1, maybe 2 launches. I've spent far longer than this than I would have liked. Let's launch it. And hopefully this has enough Delta V to just brute force straight to dress. Don't know how it would, but it could. Hopefully it doesn't need any gravity assist or anything silly like that. We definitely don't have science on this. Okay. From here, target, dress. It's on the opposite side of the sun. Okay. Well, let's launch. Oh my god, it is just tearing. Of stage 8 confirmed mainsail looking like the mainsail. Yeah. Alright, VTuber. Let's strut it up. I always forget struts. I make these giant things and then it's like, oh yeah. You remember to put a strut on it, right? No. Strut from here to here. Really, game can't be nice to me. Let me have the struts connect without it being a whole issue. You know what the old saying goes: if brute force isn't working, you're not using enough of it. Alright, top section's all strutted together. The fuel lines technically have a binding force. Launch. Let's give this a shot. The game does not like this ship. I'll tell you that much. I can feel it. Alright, throttle up and... Oh, that's so much more stable. Just occurred. High volumetric clouds. Alright, revert to launch just for a minute. I need to check something. What the hell exploded there? What went wrong? Was that a staging issue? That felt like a staging issue to watch the entire thing disintegrate quite so substantively. Terrifying that it's not a staging issue. Disconnect these stages. What happens? What on earth is even happening? It's different each time, too, which is the impressive part. It's probably because there's too many fuel tanks crammed way too close together on this thing. Easiest solution, take the top set off. Then it's only 3. Those give it some breathing room, shall we say. And then it breaks all of our connections if we take it and we're like, ah yes, let me slot it in like that. Alright, cram one less of these things. Maybe not even cram one less. Alright, if we do this. Those. Hey, you know what we do got room for? Pollux booster. See, you know, it keeps looking like we have room, and then suddenly we definitely don't. Yeah, okay, we do have room. Barely, but there's room here. It's what might be known as a tight squeeze. But I think it's fine. That on aerodynamics, about the advanced nose cone. Huh. They don't fit. Okay. Guess if that's the only option, it's the only option. Yeah, those Pollux engines just go off immediately, and then I don't know when they're going to burn off in comparison to the liquid fuel. Probably sooner. So we'll put them like that. They just go off their own thing. Okay. Go engines, Separatron. Set of them on like this. Give me a little rotation. Okay. God, he's still building it. I'm rebuilding it. Thank you very much. Besides, this was all y'all's idea. I don't know why you guys are offended that I've been participating in the thing that you wanted me to do. Right, crazy double standard to be doing that. Alright. 50, 40, 20. 50, 40, 20. Perfect. This should be a little less ridiculous. Let's give it a shot. I don't think it'll work. But let's give it a shot. The game still does not like this ship. Oh god, those have no struts. Well, anyways, might as well try. Solid fuel. Oops. I love a good meta-centric staging. Just exploded, but the game is exceptionally unhappy with us. Well, something's still burning. Don't know what it is, but it's gone. I wonder where the debris went. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it's above us. I think we just invented the MIRV launcher. Oh, dear God. Well, it's nice to know that the plan kind of would have worked, you know? Alright, well, that's going to be the stream today. I attempted to do as you people wanted. The dress nuker's going into the bunker of shame where it will never be heard from again. And we'll be happy for it, I think. You know, we will appreciate that we will never see anything of its kind again. I don't know, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to give it a one more go. Alright, you know what? You only live once. We can throw some struts on it. Why not? Also, we want to head west, I think. Well, no. Yeah, alright. I know. I've thought about it more, and I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Which decouples are these? Now, this goes here. Okay. Launch. I love a good fairing. These Polish engines are ridiculous. I love when we get this shock code around the fairing. One of the debris was still burning straight up. That's cool. It's going so fast. Oh my god. Can we get a look? Can we get the camera over by 32 kilometers up? None of those things have actually left the atmosphere. They're kind of making a natural gravity turn, so there's something to be said for that. Looks like the vast majority of the debris is heading straight back to Kerbin. In fact, heading straight back to the KSC. Alright, well, that for sure, for realsies this time, will actually be the end of the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being the wonderful people that you are. We'll be back to more serious attempts to actually play the game next time, because I would like to actually make progress towards that Dunak encounter, and yeah, that's not going to happen if I'm not doing some kind of a mission. Though I'm getting close to the point where we just warp to it. I don't know. Not really any other missions that can't be done in the meantime. But, for now, let's take a look at the tracking station and think one last time what will be in, you know, optimal transfer window soon. I think Moho will be, actually. Oh, shit. I think Moho is in an optimal transfer window. Like, right now. Oh, shit. It totally is. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, dang. I guess we're doing a mission to Moho, then. Alright. Okay. Good to know. Good to be at the right time. Just on accident. Well, let's go ahead and quit out to not waste any additional time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being the wonderful people that you are. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those other awesome things that you people do, and we'll see you all next time. Arrivederci, everyone.